It's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sametti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. I was checking out a replay of a doohickey, whatchamacallit. I was watching Commie Mark's stream last night, and that was a great show. If you hadn't checked it out, be sure and check it out because it's indeed a fun time. And at the very end of the stream, when they were doing their closeouts before the outro, well, actually, I guess there wasn't technically an outro this time around. But, yeah, this was that one stream that Commie Mark was talking about his Not Daredevil project and how Dynamite Comics decided to release a political / superhero comic related to Biden and Harris's inaugural celebration. But at the end, Stencil artist Yan mentioned that he's trying to get to 165 subs. He's presently at 164, so it just dawned on me, you know what? Let's get him that extra sub. Let's do it. Let's do what we can to get him one sub. Ideally more, but I think one sub is reasonable. So, you know, please, if you happen to see the stream, please consider helping Stencil artist Ian. Oh, I'm sorry. Please consider helping Stencil artist Yan. And by subbing to him. And if you're already subbed, well, you probably don't want to unsub and resub because it won't add to it. It would just be funny. But perhaps instead you could share with all your social media, get all your friends and your families, your relatives, your strangers, your enemies, anyone out there you can reach, you know, get them to sub to Stencil Artist Ian. Yeah. I don't know. I literally just decided to start a live stream on that alone. So I'm kind of unprepared. I haven't even had breakfast. And I go to work at 2, which is what? Like 2.5 hours. So this is going to be a short stream. You know what? I don't know why, but I thought I set alarms leading up to work so that I could be reminded not to be late to work. Let me do this. Yeah, I think that'll be enough alarms. 1, 2. Oh, let's do that. Yeah. So I don't know if you're still here, but welcome, People Circus. WyzGyz and the Yanimal. Oh, at first I thought there was actually someone with the screen name Yanimal, but to be honest, I don't even think Yan's going to be around. He might be at work or something. But I figure there's a possibility maybe I'll get some visitors, viewers from UK. So since I just literally threw this together, And I didn't want to. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should do part of this as a chair stream where I go to the kitchen and make myself some ramen noodles to eat, even though that's not much more substantial than candy. I've got 100 grand, a couple of them. I have a pecan goo goo cluster, which has got caramel in it. I've got a pumpkin spice pie. And I've got this milk chocolate flavored Yoo-hoo candy bar. I don't know if any of you have ever had one of those Yoo-hoo drinks. It basically tastes like chocolate and milk, except it's thinner, so it's not heavy and thick like chocolate milk. Oh, okay. Hey, people, still here, cleaning and stuff and listening. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't sure if I'd get any viewers at all, but I figured it's worth a shot. Got to do it for the Yan Meister. I want to see if I can get him at least to one more sub. I am a lowly small channel. I'm hovering around. I think I'm at 288. Let me look. But it is pretty cool. Man, you think by now the amount of times I type my own channel name into YouTube that you figured by now my autocorrect would pick up on the proper spelling. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm at 288. So in about a month, I've gone up about 38 subs. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. So that's pretty cool, actually. So let me go here. If you want to hop in the panel, let me know. Peep, I don't know if you're on the phone or what, or if you just have the computer with the volume pumped up. Just let me know if you're at all interested in being on. I guess it's more or less just going to be BSing and celebrating Stencil artist Yan. Again, I didn't really put much planning into this. And I think I was about to put my branding back in the corner, but I think since we're celebrating, it's a man of the hour, Stencil artist Yan. Stencil artist Yan. Hello, welcome, not my monkeys, not my circus. Hi, chaps. Yeah, again, I have no clue. I had no idea whether I'd get any viewers, but I think I got to help a brother out and use my meager little channel of 288 subs and at least do my best to get Yan up to 165 subs. So our goal is 1 sub this stream. If we can get more than that, awesome. So spread this out to family, friends, allies and foes, anyone you could possibly reach. Maybe presidents of other countries, maybe third world countries, anyone you can get the word out to. If so far everyone I see here is good people, so I'll drop the link in here in case anyone's interested in hopping on the panel and just BSing for an hour or two. As I mentioned, I have work in less than like 2 hours and 15 minutes, so this is going to be a short stream. I may, if I am successful in getting Yan up to 165 subs, I may do a future stream where I get him up to 166 subs. So we'll see how this goes. I once did a stream to try and help get Shay from Red Valkyrie monetized. I don't know if it was even effective. I remember we still didn't have her monetized by the end of the stream, but it was fun. So take it for what it is. I had not planned this to be a candy mukbang. I wanted to show. Hello, fine sir.
Hello there.
How far art thou?
I'm not too bad. I'm not bad. You could have told me you were doing a show.
Oh, well.
You just sent a tweet out.
I just throwing it out there, you know, spur of the moment kind of thing. I wasn't sure if you were. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I didn't tell anyone I was doing a show until I advertised it.
No.
It was a spur of the moment thing. I was like, I don't know if you got the very beginning of the intro, but I just got finished. You know, I was taking forever to get out of bed, and I was listening to your guys' stream on Comic Mark's channel, where you're talking about not Daredevil and that insane Dynamite comic book celebrating the inauguration celebration of Biden and Harris. That was a fun stream, by the way.
It was. It got a bit out of control when we were talking about allegedly somebody being murdered in a hot tub.
That was great, though. Yeah, it's that's part of the fun of it all. Part of the fun of live streams and stuff. Seeing what directions you can go.
Yeah, and that comic was really. It just looks rushed. It looks so rushed. That front cover is. And there was a spelling mistake. I can't believe they put. They hadn't even.
Yes.
Surely that means nobody has reread that from that company.
Yeah, or maybe they had one editor who is rereading their own work, and when you're the sole editor, you can get blind to your own work, and if you don't take a break and look at it later.
Yeah.
Howdy, Bowsette. This guy just doesn't stop. Actually, I wanted to, just for the helms of it, replay one of these videos I made. It was the long version of my intro, basically.
Okay.
Because it had some fun stuff from my times with CG UK. Let me see. Then, actually, hold on. Oh, does it replace it? You know what? Maybe it's under playlist. Maybe it's moved over there now. Boop, 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 boop. I thought what happened to all my other playlists? Created playlists? Oh, all right. There is crap.
You got quite a few things there.
Yeah. How do I narrow this down? Where's the filter? I thought there was a filter. Dang it.
Where there on the end there's a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
But now, do you remember what it was called?
I think it's just under trailer or something like that. Soon to be subscriber trailer. Holy cow, that didn't work.
Not my monkeys, not my circus in the chat says my memory of the stream is a bit fuzzy for some reason. It was quite a long. Was it 2 hours, that show?
I think it was like an hour and a half.
Yeah. It went along at quite a fast rate, if I remember correctly.
A bit fuzzy. All right, so soon to be new subscriber. Yeah, all right, so I'm going to play this real quick.
Favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. We've had some excellent guests on this show, like myself, obviously. Like I've been on the show.
Yeah, you were the biggest catch.
Yeah, so definitely. And I came on the show. I swear you had like 6 subscribers or something when I came on. And now look at this. Live with John Malin, live with Martina Marcota, like well, live with Dan Fragger and Piper and Graham Nolan. Like, wow, man, how do you do that? What are you? Do you have like photos of them? You got comments on that? Bribes. Yeah, that'll do it. I knew it. I knew it all along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, that's a real tough smash, isn't it?
This one's really easy if you can read.
What is going on here? I can't read, so.
I don't take
Oh,
advantage of
WyzGyz. It's WyzGyz.
I was going to say that.
I was looking at it, like, I didn't read anything.
Yeah.
Looks
This is
exactly
this guy, like I don't know if you'll know him, like but he's a bit of a hero in our circle. Like it's like a new YouTuber, like it's got less than 100 views, less than 100 subs probably. Like, but like we've all been on his show. Like,
Yeah, I'm going on. I think. That's good.
but the question is, smash.
Smash.
Put in the D list.
I think it was smashed. Like oh wow.
Before the last two, definitely.
No.
Those bottom two need to stay on the bottom because they both look like they're wearing human faces.
We're all wearing human faces.
No, they look like they're wearing human faces that you skinned off of somebody.
Yeah.
I've just been updated that WyzGyz has got 100 subs now.
Oh,
He had
it's good.
yeah, it's a really interesting show. Like it's an experience to go on. Let's say
Fun times.
Look how young we all were back then.
Oh man.
What was that? The 70s back then? It feels about that long ago, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys put on some fun shows, I gotta say. I catch them when I can.
We try. It's just coming up with different things to talk about, and because when you've got when you're working, you come in, you've got a couple of hours after work to do something, and some of the things we went for a stage, especially on the Carry On streaming shows, we went for a stage of just doing murderers, death, plagues. I think we're doing when animals attack next week.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, from this last stream.
Yeah, I believe that was People Circus's idea. So I don't know if he's still in the chat or not to confirm or deny that.
I think the huge quantity of wine I consumed didn't help. Yeah, that would lead to feeling fuzzy.
Yeah, it was needed though, probably to get through that whole show. It was.
I never got any booze. What the?
Yeah, because you guys see it so early in the day, you must be like, these guys are mental halfway through it.
No, really. I mean, I know you guys are on. You guys are 5 hours after us in the East Coast.
Yeah.
So I figure, that because my schedule is wacky as it is, I don't see any issue really with doing earlier streams like now, which is when you guys are on.
Yeah.
Man, wait a minute, hold on. When did you do that stream? That was like by the time I saw that on my phone, it was I think it already 2 or 3 hours had already passed. So I literally missed it.
Yeah, it was. We start at 5 EST till 10 p.m. our time.
5 EST. Okay, so that if I had a normal job, 9 to 5, then I would be catching that on my commute. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the problem we've got, because anywhere else in America, it gets earlier and earlier for them, and then we can't go any later because work commitments and sleep commitments as well. So, because I don't know if you do many late night streams, I think you normally go about midday from here onwards, really, don't you?
Yeah, usually. I do a few morning ones, but a lot of my stuff, especially when I'm booking guests and promoting Indiegogo campaigns, they tend to be from like 3 p.m. Eastern onward, and sometimes extending into the following day, depending on how long we go.
Because do you still get that buzz when you come off a stream? You've got the buzz, especially if you're trying to go to sleep. It takes you a little bit of time to decompress, so to speak, from it.
A little bit.
Mm.
But I tend to fall asleep relatively easy. My problem is sometimes when I get off a stream, I'll then just hop on my phone.
Yeah.
And do more social media and maybe listen to another stream even after I'm done with my own streaming, or I'll play a game on the phone.
Mm.
I play this one called Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Okay.
Yeah. And as most games are designed to do, it revolves around, completing like a set of standard missions and tasks every day to keep you in it consistently.
Okay.
I don't always do it consistently, but hey.
Is it one of those games where you like these free to play, but you need to buy all the extras? Yeah.
Well, the purchasing is optional. I never buy anything I never buy any of the in-game content. I just play what I can for free.
Yeah.
Because I used to be really into it, but I haven't done it actively in quite some time. So I'm more of a casual gamer in that regard.
Well, yeah. Well, some of these ones I used to.
a quick way to lose the buzz is to watch an Adam post stream. This stuff is interesting, though. He does. He kind of looks at the inner workings, the behind the scenes, the production. Free to play, pay to win.
Yeah,
that can be in many cases. Yeah, if you want the really good gear, the good characters, the good weapons, then you usually end up having to invest money in it. Hello, hey Charlie's. I'd like 1,000 subs, lol. Yeah. Let's see. Are you in line next after? Let me see. Let's check out Charlie's real quick. Because I thought you're at 816, and how about Kami Mark? Because I think he was getting up to. Oh, all right. So you're actually closer than. All right. So at first, I was originally going to do the promotion stream for Kami Mark's channel, but Charlie's is closer. So I guess I should do Charlie's next. Yeah, 816. And I just decided to throw one up to celebrate Stencil Artist Yan's 164 subs because of his request or plea at the end of this last stream you guys did, where you were pushing for 165 subs.
Yes.
So I think that might be doable on my channel. So hopefully I can get some strangers. Oh, we're still at 164. Dang it.
But I've been bouncing around 100. It goes 164, 163, 162, 163, 16 for about 3 months, just bobbing along at that.
Oh man,
that level.
I wonder why. Usually there's my YouTube tools or TubeBuddy has some kind of stats on it, on the progress and stuff.
I think it's because I don't do it enough. I'm very sporadic with what I do. So I'll go through I don't do live streams anymore because I don't have the time because I'm on so many of other people's. I can't dedicate another, like Mark's shows on Friday. We have a get together. We have the CG UK carry on streaming. I'll pop in on other people's stuff, and it's trying to have a day and then come up with content for that as well as doing other things is tough.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Excuse me. Joe Frago, welcome. I'm late and super gay. Maybe we should all take lessons from Doug T for subs. All right, so we're gonna switch over. And now we're a political channel. So what's new in government?
Still paying taxes.
Yeah, tis true. True.
Pensions, right? It's all about the pensions.
Oh my gosh, did I really? I thought I corrected that. You called Deanna her in your tweet, huh? I was so when I threw this together because I was too lazy to think straight. I modeled this stream description off of my push to get Shay of Red Valkyrie to 1,000 subs in monetization. And I thought I replaced all the hers with him. So if I missed it, I apologize.
Are we at 1,000 subs yet?
She's monetized now, yeah. But I don't think it was in any thanks to me.
So we're not. Me and you doing this. This hasn't done it for us yet. Damn it!
Regretfully not. So this is just for fun, maybe.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kami Mark. Hail, WyzGyz. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Welcome. It's snowing here. Over here it's chilly outside, but we've got sunshine. Hail, Stencil. Hail, artist. Hail, Yan. Hail, the chat. Hail, the mods. Hail, spam. Hail to all except Kami Mark.
There you go.
That's cold. Hail, Mark. So didn't you originally have your segments as part of Charlie's London's channel, or did you from the get-go, as soon as you started your beer reviews, branch off and do your own channel?
I had my own channel before.
Okay.
Just doing artwork. So just doing, as you can see at the top row, there's all my art stuff. That's what I was doing. I'd just been around every so often, every couple of months, putting up a picture. And then I discovered Comicsgate back in 2017, early 2017 possibly, when it was all just really starting to, everything was firing up, so to speak. And then I've just gone from there. I'm sending you a month for sure. And went from there to trying to push my channel a bit more and trying to put some interesting content out. Yes, Not My Monkeys, Not My Circus won the Mark Special Friend Award in the award ceremony, didn't he? That you also won Best Soundtracking.
Yeah, that was a shock. Competing against the likes of Cecil as Rotten Roddy or something like that.
Yeah.
And 6 a.m. Comics.
Yep.
Raps. That was quite a shock to the system, to be honest.
Well, I think what did it for you was that you'd actually sung Charlie's favorite Michael Jackson song.
What was that?
The one that we played.
That was your favorite?
Yeah.
You really care about us?
Yeah, that's one of her favorite Michael Jackson songs.
Oh, wow. I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. I guess I'm like a big part of the population who really enjoys Beat It and Billie Jean and Thriller. But that's cool. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So how did you get interested in doing the whole beer reviews? I mean, did you get like a subscription to assorted beers around the world?
Yeah, the beer reviews came from Beer 52, which is a company in the UK. It's like a subscription, and they send out a selection that you can't really get in the UK. So there are a lot of German, French, American. They must get them imported in because you don't really get them over here. And so it was, I think it's like £28 for the box. And I didn't realize this. I don't know but there's different communities on YouTube. And when I started doing the beer review shows, there's a whole thing out there like Comicsgate, but for beers and for alcohol, and about how, yeah, there's all these. Yeah, I never knew this. And I've been talking to them about different things. And a lot of them have the same kind of issues in different industries that we're going through with comics and artwork. I guess you get it with everything. That's why there was like the computer game thing and everything else. But even in like beer stuff, there's still people thinking that, oh, I can't do this because of X, Y, Z. It's strange. It's really weird. Oh, so I'm being told that I need to show you something. This is a painting I did. It's actually on here. You'll like this.
Beer is left it. Oh, hell yeah. That is so cool.
There you go. That's one of mine.
Oh,
That
dang
was
it.
an anniversary present for Charlie. I did.
Oh, man, that's nice. Your stuff is amazing. Ever since I caught that one where you were on, I think you were on EBS's auction, and you were selling or maybe it was Charlie's who was on the channel, and you guys were selling the Captain Kirk stencil artist piece
Yeah.
with the William Shatner signature on it. It was like, I caught that on replay, and I was like, what the frick? How did I miss out on this? Because I would have scored that, because that is so cool. I loved it.
That was a really nice painting. I painted it, and then we went to there's LFCC, London Film and Comic Con, and he was there, so I took it to him. And you've been to Comic Cons before, where you go up to get something signed. They're like, "Hi, there you go," isn't it? Because they've signed like 2,000 things, and he went, "Oh, this is actually really good," and then it gave it back to me, and I was like, "Ooh, there we go." So
Nice.
you, especially from William Shatner, because he does so many of these, he must be so what's the word? Blasé? Is that the right word? Where he's seen everything ever made about anything.
Right.
But he actually took a bit of interest in that, and I was like, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Nice.
But yeah. Have you ever met William Shatner at a Comic Con?
I don't think I ever have. Usually, I don't wait in the super long lines for the ultra popular people.
Yeah.
I think they're usually like in a separate hall or a separate room
Yeah.
because they have such long lines. I've met and seen people like the woman who played Tasha Yar in Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
And and the counselor from Next Generation, Marina Sirtis,
Yes.
and the guy who played the Doctor, I think also from Next Gen. And interestingly, it seems like a lot of the people I ended up meeting were either people from Star Trek or people from who did like voice work for cartoons, like the guy who did Lion-O from Thundercats, and then John Delancey who played Q. So those kinds of people.
I met who's who played the Doc out of Back to the Future? Oh, what's his name?
Oh, Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, I met him.
Oh, cool. Was he nice?
Yeah, he's getting on. He's getting very old and fragile now, because he's got to be in his 70s, I would say. But they had the DeLorean, everything there, and you could sit in the car with him sitting in the car, which was really cool. But yeah, I'm just trying to think. We've met quite a few people, but because it's film and Comic Con, you get a lot of film people there as well. So, but you also get a lot of wrestlers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Wrestlers go to these conventions too and have their own table. Quite interesting.
I wanted that. Mark's put a comment in the chat, but I always wanted to meet George Takei.
Oh my.
Yeah. Just for him to say that to me.
If I met him, I would be eager to find out if he would call me a white supremacist. That would be interesting. Have you tried this one? I
Left.
guess, is it Left? I
Yeah.
figured it was Left or Leffy or Leffe.
It's a Turkish beer, I believe, or it's a Cypriot beer. I think they call it in Turkish Leffi, but over here we call it Leaf. I'd have to put on
Any quickie review of it? Your thought?
It's okay. It's quite fizzy. It's a fizzy beer. You know when they're overly fizzed.
Right.
Like Buddies. You know, Budweiser's got a lot of fizz in it, isn't it? So they always bubble out at the top of the bottle. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's quite nice. I would say if it's a drink you'd have if you're down at the beach in the evening having a nice meal. You could have a couple of bottles of that.
SGWs are ruining our
Oh,
beer.
it's from Belgium. Sorry, he's from Belgium.
Beer gate. I like Dark Man.
That was Thingamabob. Oh, that was Liam Neeson, wasn't it? Darkman?
No, I think so. Yeah.
That was 90s. Well, late 90s was that those films?
No, definitely. I think it was 90s. I don't know what period in the 90s.
No.
I like Liam Neeson movies. I don't necessarily agree with his politics though.
Well, they're all the same. They've got too much money, so they're have their different reality they live in. All of these people.
Yeah. Not My Monkeys, Not My Circus bumped into James Bolam once in a shot. Who is James Bolam?
I can look it up.
Yeah, that's true. Just don't serve it too cold. It's from Belgium.
Yeah.
From your experience with the beer reviews, have you come to a conclusion as to what your favorite beer is?
My favorite beer is probably a Carlsberg, which is a Danish beer. It's quite low. It's like 3.8%. So you can just sit back and it's very easy to drink. Too many of these ales, especially these kind of indie ales, these hipster beers, they're so strong that they knock you on your ass. Because there was one in which I got the other day. It was 12.5%. That's like a bottle of wine. And I was like, you couldn't drink it. You'd start drinking it, and it was so all you could taste was that weird alcohol taste. You know what you get if you buy some cheap kind of like whiskey or cheap vodka, and it's got that real alcohol kind of taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was too much like that, but it's like you get some which are porters, which is the very dark, almost like a Guinness style,
Right. Whoa.
And they're really high. So this is what. Oh, look at that! I've just got a new subscriber. It says.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Michael T. High Desert Comics.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. Thank you very much.
Michael's a good guy.
There you go. Look, it's worked. It's working. You're not only the kingmaker of the comics, you're the kingmaker of YouTube as well.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Thank you, Michael. Let me jump here.
If you're, it depends what type of drink that you're after. If you're after something which is, say you just want a beer during the day, you get like a session beer, which is just light. So you can, if you're on holiday, you're sitting down, you're reading a book. I would also always go for probably an IPA or some kind of lager for that. I would never go for like Guinness and porters, stuff like that. They're too heavy. They sit heavy as well.
I think if I don't drink much at all of any kind of alcohol, but when it comes to beers, I enjoy a Guinness. Let's see. There was a little joke about your painting from an hour ago. Oh, okay. I used a urinal next to Jules Holland once.
Jules Holland is a musician over here. He does a television show.
Oh.
He's one of these people who plays the piano, plays the trombone, plays every instrument. One of those types of people.
Is it like a variety show?
It's like a Jules Holland presents, and then he has like bands on and musicians, and they do something at New Year's Eve as well. Like he has a little party. Well, they used to do it. It's on the BBC, which we don't watch because you have to pay X amount of money to watch the BBC over here now, on top of everything else.
What?
So,
you have to pay to watch BBC?
Yes, it's and it's by law. If you watch normal television, you have to pay the television license, even if you don't watch the BBC.
What?
So, so you wanted to watch NCIS on CBS, that type of thing, you'd still have to pay the BBC money, even though you're not watching their TV channel.
What a scam.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Welcome, Michael T. What you gonna do about it? Hail. I used to enjoy the odd special brew until they reduced the alcoholic content and ruined it.
Special brew is popular with tramps, which you would call bums over there. So it's the preferred drink of people who drink in parks with paper bags.
Now, why is that? Is it considered one of the cheaper brands, so you can get drunk faster off a cheaper?
Yeah, it's cheap and it's high alcohol content. So it's a bit like, I don't know. Do you have much cider over there? People drinking cider?
Yeah, we got cider. I don't know how popular it is with respect to beer, but yeah, we got cider.
Well, I'll tell you a beer which has made a massive comeback over here, and it's very popular in Dalston and hipster type places, is PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah.
That's
Blue.
That's seen as like this high polloi kind of high society drink now. That's what they drink in all the cool places in London. It never used to be, but it is now.
Let's see. Damn, that sucks. It used to be about 9%.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome, Ross. Just
Hi, Ross. I believe Ross is doing, is it Hotel? Oh, I can't. Chateau
Obsidian?
Obsidian, that's it, yeah. Chateau Obsidian.
One of those would take the edge off.
Yeah.
Check it out, Yan. 166 subs.
Is that see what you're doing? You're now.
You're at 167 subs.
Thank you very much, guys. This is amazing. Thank you.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Mm.
Thank you all. Yeah, for less than a cup of coffee, would you share in your generosity and sub to Stencil artist Yan? And make this gentleman's dreams come true of YouTube monetization.
Yeah.
So you were doing, your channel originated as an art channel?
Yes, sir. It was. It was where I would just put up some of my artwork, what I was doing, and then I went into doing the beer reviews, and then I just do a little bit of. I still do the art stuff. I still do a couple of beer reviews type of thing, but I went through a blitz of doing loads of them, and I kind of ran out of anything which was interesting. At one point, I was just doing whatever I could find in the shop, and I was like, nobody wants to see me review what they've got in their own cupboard. They want to see some crazy drink that they've never seen before. So
No.
but I love doing the art stuff. I love doing the paintings, but they just take so long to do. Like that one, which is the Spitfire one, which is the planes next to the Beer 52 one there. That took me, that's probably 20 hours of work. My little silly beginning.
20 hours of work. I was about to ask, how long on average does it take for you to complete a piece?
Yeah, they take a long, because I have to create them and then cut them, and they're all made out of tracing paper, spray them, and then it pulls back, and if you make one mistake, you have to start all over again.
So if you have to start all over again, do you literally just paint the entire thing with a flat color, or do you strip off the old paint and then start off with bare wood? Or actually, what are you painting on? Is it wood?
It depends. Sometimes it's wood, sometimes they're canvases, sometimes they're board. So like there, I'm just adding a little bit of detail there, just a little bit of white. That's a canvas, that one.
Whoa.
That's just two planes
Yeah.
flying over there. But I have to, every part of that has to be cut, and then every part of that has to be sprayed, and then you spend 5 hours, you put it down, and you spray it, you lift it up, and there's overspray where it's not laid flat, and it's gone splodged everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then you start all over again. It's like almost like a printing press.
Oh my gosh. Ross says that's it, launching tomorrow night. Wow.
That's it.
Is that the pre-launch where you do the email sign-up list starting tomorrow night, or are you actually going live tomorrow?
I believe he's going live.
Oh wow, man! There's so many projects I'm losing track. Hard to keep up sometimes.
Well, it's strange because last year there was hardly anything around in January, but now everyone's coming in early in the year, it seems.
A lot of projects are coming out in February too, around Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I think it's people want to get in early so they can get them done this year and start the cycle again.
True.
I think that's a really good idea. It's only because it takes a long time to draw these books. It takes months and months and months because these books aren't thin. They're normally a chunky book to make and produce. And when you think what we're actually doing, it's pretty amazing what people are actually creating themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It really is.
It
really is. I've just been handed something here. Charlie in London is only $1,300 away from her stretch goal.
Whoa!
Which that is the stretch goal where every subscriber, every purchaser of the Indiegogo gets the silent book, which is the book again, but with all the words taken out of it and added pages in. So it looked like a actual black and white film. So You have the images. The next page is all the wording and the dialogue. That's how I believe they're going to do that, and that's going to come with everybody. Everybody who's subscribed to it will get one of those.
Wow, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah,
It's like a silent film on print.
yeah,
I'm literally in love with this artwork. It's so cool.
it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it looks so different than things I'd seen prior. Let me see if there was a. Oops.
Yeah, and this is Wooly's book there, which is the add-on one, which is the Stan Laurel and
Buster Keaton. Oh wait, hold on.
yeah, and
Stan
no,
Laurel and Hardy. All right, Charlie Chaplin and Stan Laurel. Yeah.
yeah. So it's going to be amazing when it's created and printed. It's going really well at the minute. But I think Ethan Van Sciver said that the artist is literally creating this book to look. It looks like 1920s, 1930s from nowhere. It's not referencing like bits from. It's not a style I've ever seen before used as a comic book. It's not. I can't think of anything I've seen which looks like this.
Yeah. That's part of why this excites me so much. It's really such a cool, clean campaign.
Mm. And then you got Mary Boy's creators front cover there, Carl Stephan, and then this is. Then you've got the statistical zeros section, which are going to be like the old kind of shorts that you used to get.
Yeah.
And these just look cool as well. These are just like real fun parts added in. I believe this is in the book.
Yeah, back of the book.
Yeah, this is actually in the back of the book. So you have the story, and then this is almost like the add-on at the back of the book as a secondary part. That was a stretch goal.
Yeah, it was a stretch goal.
Yeah,
in there.
It was a stretch goal. So there's so many bits which have been added in. I'm kind of a bit like, was this a stretch goal? Was this originally part of the campaign? But yeah, just look at that, coloured.
Jeez, man. She got together some amazing talent on this project.
Yeah.
And I was quite impressed because I learned that Charlie's herself is an artist.
Yes.
And she did some great stuff herself.
Yes, that was I think her picture's on here.
Oops. Wait, let me see. So 35K stretch goal. Which one are?
Oh, I don't know if the 45K stretch goal's actually on there.
I wonder, was it posted as an update?
I think it was an update. I will find out. Bear with me.
No, the 45K one's not on there yet. But my 5K one is on there. When I hit 5K, my minuscule little drawing of compared to the rest of the art on that campaign is crap. But
so the 5K stretch goal is Charlie's drawing, but the 45K update hasn't been put on there yet. But it is well on its way. I think it's because they were trying to work out how they were going to do the extra book for everybody and how they were going to do the pages.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to overtake that before they've put the update on it the way it's going. So
I don't like putting the unlocking the stretch goals on the campaign till I've done it. I don't know why. It's just something I like to just keep there until.
Gotcha. Man. That's an awesome looking project. Definitely back it if you haven't already. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. Let's see. I'm going to also drop the link here.
But this is the other thing. You wouldn't get one of the big comics companies creating this. They would, to be honest, most of the stuff which comes out of Comicsgate, they wouldn't create because it's not. They don't have the passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
Where we have it because they're just employees. They're like, well, okay, I'll do whatever. It goes to show with that weird Dynamite book that they made with that cover with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on it. They didn't even bother to get good likenesses of them. It's regardless of what side of political you're on, that's not anything to do with it, but it just looked cheap. And then they're selling $2 with their pictures on it for $15 and stuff, and it's
Biden and Harris are gayer than $2 bills. It's weird. And I just, as soon as I saw it, I viewed it as a cash grab, and then I promptly left comments for Dynamite saying, "What are you doing using not Daredevil's likeness in your promotional material?"
Can I just add something from the sidelines, guys? Can I just add something from the sidelines? Just something that's bugging me about that Kamala Harris and Biden cover.
Please.
Look at that one next to Cecil's cover that he did for Vampirella. Put them next to each other, see how much one has made and how much the other's made. But Dynamite pulled Cecil's. What more proof do you need that SJWs don't spend their money? What more proof do you need?
Yes.
Exactly. Yep.
There you go.
Hey, Eric. Special Brew was created to honor Winston Churchill.
I did not know that. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Wow. I think that may have been to my painting work from before.
Yeah, everybody going up to Stencil Artist Yan.
What are you having there, WyzGyz? You having your lunch or your...
This is my breakfast and my lunch. 100 grand candy bar. Goo Goo cluster with pecan. Pumpkin spice pie.
No, one of your 5 a day.
Yoo-hoo candy bar.
Yoo-hoo candy. I thought Yoo-hoo was a drink.
It is, but they made a candy bar.
Good.
It's all right. Not really anything to write home about. It's okay for what it is. Nobody came as quickly as I did. Wait, what? That's illegal. Bowsette dropped a link for the channel.
Thank you, Bowsette.
Really, you two lagging again? How you doing, Michael? R.I.P. Larry King.
Yeah, sad news.
Is that recent?
Happened today.
Holy cow. I thought he died a while back. Shoot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I believe he had a stroke and was in a coma.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And they didn't think he was going to come out of the coma?
I don't believe so. I think I only saw like a news flash come up about it. But I was reading that his son died last year and his daughter.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. same year, and he wasn't allowed to go to the funerals because he was like, well, obviously he'd had a stroke, wasn't able to. Whatever, I don't know. It's all a bit muddled, the whole news about it.
Wonder if there's a conspiracy afoot.
Yes.
Woolie's pages are beautiful. That's a fact.
Mm.
Doing okay today. Felt like garbage the past couple. Hope you feel better, Michael T.
Yeah.
I hear you was literally up all night. So lazy today. Wait, Larry King is dead? And be damn, Larry King has passed, R.I.P. Earlier today. Wow. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me see. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that cover and its colors were bad. It looked like an amateur piece.
Yeah.
Just saw it. They turned out conveyor belt crap. Yeah, I viewed it as a literal cash grab.
Yeah.
Like what Marvel and DC were doing, where they occasionally insert politicians in their comics, like Obama and whatnot.
I don't know why they do it.
Yeah. Didn't they get Alex Ross for the interior for that book? I think Alex did some work on it. Cecil's more popular than the president's.
He is.
Oh man, I bet Alex walked away with that check laughing his ass off. The Biden covers has still made more than not Daredevil. Well, that's going to change because we're going to have to promote the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Because that's unacceptable. Dynamite proved me wrong because I was not expecting it to pass $2,000 on that campaign. And it's somewhere around 2,500 at least. Maybe in the 3,000s by now. The funny part about that whole Dynamite thing is, they had all these tweets advertising that book with Biden and Harris, and they caught so much flack on it, they deleted all their tweets regarding it.
Oh my God.
It was great. It was great.
So stick to your principles. Whatever your principles are, stick to them. Don't just go, all right, well, we delete them all and we'll still keep the campaign up.
Yeah.
At least roll with it. If you paid, I don't know how much that would have cost them to produce that. It's got to be, what, 6,000, 7,000 to produce all that stuff?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, with the coins and stuff. Hail, the hardest working mod in CG UK at COVID Kev. Wait a minute, you are not a mod on this channel.
Is COVID Kev not a mod on this channel?
I don't know. Let me look. I'm kind of behind the scenes here. What the hell? All right, Charlie's London, you get a wrench. COVID Kev, you get a wrench.
Yeah.
I think everyone else is covered. Wow, that's crazy. All right, somehow I missed that. Slipped into my radar. Let's see here. Thanks for dropping link mods. Appreciate it. Everybody sub to Stencil. Wash hands. Artist. Wash hands. Yan. That's wild as fuck. It's almost as good as this one. Another YouTube channel. That must be Woolie's.
Yeah.
Woolie's cool. Cheers, coming, Mark. Interiors are by that Carol's guy. Yeah. Or what Kami Mark accurately pointed out is probably Carlos instead of Carol's.
Has anybody actually contacted him to say Dude, they spelled your name wrong on the thing.
I don't know. I don't know. Let me see.
It just seems crazy that you. I suppose he's just gone, yeah, I'll just walk away.
You're at 168 subs.
Nice. It's amazing. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thanks to everyone in chat and for spreading the word and sharing across the world. You know, for every time we get a sub to Stencil Artist Yan's channel, we are healing the world. You know, we're making it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. You know, because as they say, you know, there are people dying. But, you know, oh man. You know,
did you just come up with that yourself just now? That's beautiful.
Oh man, you know, for you and for me. Yeah. Let's see here. Wash hands. Thanks, Squire. So what is next after Charlie's London is fulfilled? Also, would you be changing the YouTube channel name afterwards?
Charlie's London is going to be this one. Is Charlie's London East End to Limelight? There's going to be part 2, I believe, and then there will be a part 3 of the story. So it's going to cover the whole part of Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, 3.
So there's still plenty to go. There's still plenty to go. Yeah. So that's exciting, but we want to get this one done first. Oh, it's the old alarm for the iPhone alarm going off.
Oh, you weren't supposed to notice that. Never mind the man behind the curtain. Let's see here. We want 169, indeed.
There we go.
I'm 169. Giggity. Yes. 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 Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a trip. Man, that's really awesome.
It is. Thank you very much to everybody who subbed. This is humbling to see.
So what is this? A very quick video of more stuff I found in the house.
Yeah, this is sorry.
Do you do a bunch of shopping and then you set it aside thinking you're going to get to it, but then you never do? Yeah.
No, what it is, my mum was moving, and it was my old bedroom, and so it's everything from like the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. That was just in the cupboards, and some of the crazy stuff, like there was a PlayStation, there was like just some random stuff. The one across is a box filled up with comics from the 90s, and it's just graphic novels, all from the 90s that I'd put away, forgotten about. And there was a massive bag filled up with Star Wars figures.
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of them were Palatoy, which are the British ones. I don't know if you get them in America. I think some of them you could only get in the UK, because they were 2 different companies. You had Hasbro, we had Palatoy, and then I think Hasbro bought out Palatoy. And some of the styles are different and the colorings are different. So some of them were made in Japan, some of them were made in Taiwan, and I think some of them were made in South Korea, the Star Wars toys, and they're the same presses, but the colours are different due to if there were Hasbro or Palatoy on there. And it was just some of the crazy stuff I found was micro machines. Do you remember micro machines?
Yes, I used to collect them.
Yeah, load of them. Just random stuff I found. Found about must have been that many, which is about a foot of graphic novels. Just put them away. Loads of Batman, Judge Dredd, Batman versus Predator, things like that.
Wow. Wait, and this is all your stuff from your childhood?
Yeah, it all got packed away when I went to university, and then just promptly got forgotten about.
Oh, man.
And then when my mum was moving to a smaller house because she was downsizing, we found just tons of stuff. My old army uniform, medals, not my medal, but military men. They must have been my grandfather's because they were from the Second World War.
Whoa.
And what else? A box of bayonets.
Whoa.
Rifle bayonets.
Not just one bayonet, but a box of bayonets.
Yeah, there's the old Second World War, just the long, not the knife ones, like they're just the long stabby bits, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
That you'd put on a box of them. No idea why.
Oh. That would probably be worth a lot. I mean, is that something that so Charlie's, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't she do those recreation battlefield things?
Yeah, she used to, yes.
Is
When
that
we used to be able to go outside.
Oh, right. Is that something that she could actually make use of in her recreations, or do they not use all the sharp bits?
I don't know, because they're real bayonets. I don't know if you'd be allowed to have them because they're like an 8-inch long stainless steel stabby thing. So I'm not sure if you'd be allowed to. You'd probably have some license for that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and someone might get carried away and go, how dare you not historically accurately portray that character?
Yeah.
Stop. Take that for not being accurate.
We went to one of these, and I mentioned to one of the guys about he had a Lee Enfield rifle, and I went, "Oh, it's a Lee Enfield, a rifle number 4." And he went, "Actually, it's a rifle number 3, 1920 to 1929." I was like, "All right, dude, looks exactly the same." All right. But we're not allowed over here. We're not allowed any firearms at all anymore because we're too violent, I guess, and we'd just shoot everybody. But
yeah, I can't trust those Brits.
No, we'd have a tendency to go somewhere and try to invade it, especially if it's sunny.
In the name of Comicsgate, go!
Put the flag in.
You have been claimed. Chaplin, 6 million years BC. Dinosaurs, lots of them.
Yeah, the next book's going to be Chaplin in space.
There you go. Fighting.
Have you not destroyed my book again? You destroyed my book again?
No.
The next book is from 1920 to 1945, and it incorporates the Second World War, including the Great Dictator.
Very good.
There you go.
And I had to get a separate license just to use the speech from the Great Dictator, because it turns out it's got its own license.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, I agree. Someone needs to round it up to 170 for sure. Were the figures still in the package?
No, I'm afraid not. They were just in a plastic bag.
Statistical Zero, welcome. And I had no idea you two were streaming. For shame. Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Oh,
Steph.
yeah. Nothing to be ashamed about. I just threw this together at the last minute. I have been... I just finished watching the CGUK stream from a few hours ago on replay. And at the very end, Yan said, just a little blurb to promote his channel and say, I'm looking for one more sub. And that just got me going. And I said, you know what? I have to be there for him. I got to do a channel. Let's get him that one sub. Let's get him that one sub. And again, for less than a cup of coffee, you can help make this man's dreams come true. These snowflakes are window lickers. First, I'm racist for unplugging my cable box over a year ago. Now I'm racist for not throwing money at Disney. Yep. Bowser, you're also racist because you don't like your Tommy Mark. That's a good point. That's a keen observation. They don't like it.
They don't like it.
Sub to
They
comment.
don't like the cold steel.
Racist has lost its meaning. No shite. Stainless steel stabby things. The next new indie band. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Chaplin and not Daredevil versus the. Do you see this crossover? Chaplin
Yes.
and not Daredevil versus the KKK. Chaplin 1920, the gangster years.
It's all possible.
Man, the sky's the limit, man.
Yeah,
Sky's the limit.
it's all possible. As we are told when I first got into engineering, nothing's impossible. It just costs more.
Oh, that's a very good point.
I think that's what the NASA scientists said when JFK said we will go to the moon, and they said, well, it's not impossible. It's just going to cost a lot of money.
Yep, absolutely. Let me see here. Oops. 164. So you started at 164. You're at 169. So that's
Wow.
5 subs.
Wow.
5 subs in 1 hour and 23 minutes.
That's amazing.
Weird.
That is amazing.
So hopefully we keep that number up and it doesn't fluctuate back down. Oh my gosh. Out of curiosity, how on earth did you learn how to do stencil artwork?
I did it when I was at art college back in the day, when I went, because I'm incredibly old. There wasn't computers, so there was like only 2 computers for the whole art department. So we had to do everything physically and place it all down and then photograph it and then cut it out and move it all around. And we just went from there to stenciling stuff instead, because it was cheaper for students to do rather than trying to make everything and get in there. They used to make something called letter set, where you'd put down the lettering. So you wanted A, B, C, D, and you'd scratch the letters onto the paper. They don't even make that stuff anymore now, because you can just print everything off from anywhere. But you used to actually have to physically scratch your lettering onto whatever you were making. And we realized that we could just cut the stencil once, normally using some kind of plastic polymer sheet, and then reuse it and just tape over the ones we weren't using. And so it just went from there. And I got back into it 6 years ago, I think, because creating art is so relaxing. If you're ever in chaotic space or you're stressed, just draw something or color something in, or even just, I don't know, get a pack of cards and make a house of cards. It just clears your mind and gets rid of all that negative energy. Read a comic book, read a book. Anything which takes you out of the situation you're in is better for you. And it really helps and makes you a lot more positive about life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
By
yeah,
the way-
sorry, that was a very long answer to your very short question.
no,
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
love it. I love it. I love creating stuff. Good thing about doing stencil art is until you lift that up, you have no idea if it's done it right. It's like doing the old lino cutting.
Uh-huh.
You know, where you get this patches of lino and you cut it with the knife and then you wrap over it. I was actually thinking about doing a whole comic made out of lino cutting. And so you print every page like that yourself.
I was wondering if you would do something like that, or even do an art book like People Circus did Phantom.
I've been thinking about an art book or something along those lines. What I would really love to do is I don't know. What we got? Let me get this one. This one. Imagine if every page was. That's what it actually looks like. There we go. Just a little Russian cosmonaut in space. But
Yeah.
imagine if every page was actually a painting.
Uh-huh.
And then that gets, so I make one page and then these get 20 or 30 of these. They all get put into a book.
Uh-huh.
Then if you want to buy one, you can actually buy a page as a real painting.
Oh,
So every page is actually a proper painting.
that's a nice idea. Oh,
Yeah, that would be cool.
very
But
cool.
to do that that's a lot of work. You're looking at, I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, that's just canvas.
So, like, if during this process of creating this art you make a mistake, do you do a flat coat of paint to wipe it all clean and start from scratch, or do you like backtrack to your previous layer, redo that previous layer, and then continue from there?
It depends. I wonder if I can bring it up on here. Let me see. I don't know if you'll see the color shade. There you go. I caught it in the light. You see some parts are shiny and other parts are matte.
Yeah.
That's where I've had to repaint it with a brush to go over the top of certain sections.
Oh, okay.
You can only catch it in certain lights, but you can see there where certain things are matte and certain parts are gloss, because you're going over and over again to cover stuff up.
And then when you complete a project, do you do a coat of like some kind of protectant spray?
Yeah, I normally put on like Montana, which is a spray paint company, and they do a matte lacquer
Oh,
that you put over the top, and that just stops it. But these are acrylic spray paints. They're actually designed for graffiti artists.
okay.
So they spray slightly differently. You know, like your normal spray can that you use for your car or whatever. That's really harsh.
Yeah.
The force of it. This comes out like a powder instead. So it comes out a lot wider. You get a lot more a thinner layer over a wider area. So it's very tough, but like anything, put it through too much and it will get damaged. But it's sunproof, it's waterproof, it's things like that. But I wonder if I'll show you another one, which is show a style off what you can do with this type of stuff, which you can do with spray paints better than you can with other materials. Like, yeah, this is showing. If I can get this down. This is a Hogwarts Express from Harry Potter. There you go.
Whoa.
But if you look where, see if I can get it to come up, it's actually got a metallic. I don't know if it's shown. There you go. You can see the brown is actually in certain lights. It's got gold in it.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's because it comes up around here. This brown. It's actually got gold in it.
The paint literally has gold specks in it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's because you've added 2 different layers at the same time. But that only shows up on the painting at certain times of day when the sun's at a certain angle.
Oh, right.
So as the light comes through the window, the light reflect at certain times. Once the sun's gone past and it's not direct, that won't show on the picture. And
Yeah,
I
similar.
don't know if you'd be able to do that. Sorry?
So it's similar to those interior paints where you add glitter to it.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's the layer below. So you've put the metallic on behind, and then you put a thin coat over the top.
Oh, all right. Gotcha.
So the particles are separated away from each other of the actual paint.
Oh, wow.
So when the light hits an angle, it'll pick up the metallic. Once that direct light's gone past that, it won't hit at that angle. So you'd only show the matte instead.
Right.
That was difficult to work out.
Wow. That's interesting. Tommy Mark says only 831 to go. You're getting closer and closer to monetization. Welcome, Love Pigeon. Let the mass unsubscribe exodus begin.
Thank you, Jim.
Unclicking the subscribe button is way too much work. I've come too far. Unclicking. If it isn't a word, it is now.
I'm clicking.
COVID Kev says, that looks neat, Jan. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is impressive work. Balzette says, say no to glitter.
Exactly. But yeah, once let's see if I can get it to look flat. Yeah, that's flat now. Can't see anything at all.
Yeah.
And then if I can get, there you go. Just see it shimmering.
Yeah.
Gold coming through.
So the metallic
it just looks matte.
So the metallic layer is also a paint, kind of a spray paint. Okay.
Yeah. And I normally use either Montana, which is an American-based company, or Cobra, which is an Italian-based company. And they're the two most, they're the Marvel and DC of paints. That's where everybody gets their stuff from. There's other ones. There's Iron Lac and Low Flow and stuff like that. But those are the big two. But there's something I want to try. Is really...
Banksy.
There's something I do want to try. Is they actually make iridescent paint. So it glows in the dark, but during the daytime it looks you can't see it. So you would have it over the top of a picture, and then you'd add that in, and so you'd have a painting which actually looked different in the daytime and the nighttime.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's something I'm quite interested in doing. But it's the planning of all of this. This is the problem.
Is that special paint significantly more expensive than the others, or is it about the same?
Can I just add something there? Just listening from the other room. If you did that paint on a painting. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Do original Ghostbusters. Do Slimer in that paint, and then he only shows up at the night time and he glows.
Yeah,
Yes, that would be great.
it's all possible. Like I say, it only costs more. That's those types of specialist paints are about $8 to probably about $12 a can, $15 a can maybe, because they're so specialist. They make 100,000 a year instead of 10 or 20 million. So it's like all of these things. It takes a lot more to get it right. That's not on the wall. Sorry, she's trying to put the painting back up. Excuse me.
There we are.
That's not.
It is. It's not on the canvas now. It's on the thing. Check it.
I'm not checking it. I'm on a show. Thank you very much. So I apologise for this. I do apologise.
He's checking you out. That's what he's doing.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't do this. You're streaming. I don't mean to do. You wouldn't do this if I was streaming. So my apologies.
Well, maybe he would, huh? Maybe he would.
I will now.
Don't
I will now.
Don't underestimate him. It's a madhouse. It's a madhouse.
I'll be getting the cement mixer out.
UV reactive glow in the dark.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
It's not level. Right hand down a little.
So I apologise. She's still trying to get this painting back on the wall, but I haven't actually told her it's on a piece of string. So she hasn't looked on the back for.
It's not on a piece of string.
Yes, it is.
This piece of string.
Yes. Sorry about this. Can you leave this until we're done?
I've actually ripped the canvas. It's not visible. It looks there.
Did she just say she ripped the canvas? Oh man, you're gonna have to make this from redo it from scratch.
No.
She
It's not in
doesn't-
the back where no one can see.
I mean, she doesn't. I don't do this when she's on with VBS. This doesn't happen when it's.
You will do next time. You'll be like, Ethan, come look at my Star Wars toys.
I will. I'll be like, hello there. Can I interest you in some Star Wars toys, Ethan?
Yeah. That sounds good. Reality TV at its finest.
Yes.
Don't apologize. This is hilarious. Better than Marvel.
Just ripped it. Ripped it all the way down there.
Wow.
And she's buggered up the string as well to hold. There we go. That's the string which holds it up.
Yeah, you don't want to bugger up the string.
No. That's what happens when you let people play with stuff. So yeah. So that's what I do. And also, there's the one that you really liked, WyzGyz, the video when I went to that old base to decommission some electrical stuff for my real job.
Yeah, how many days were you assigned to work on this, or was it a one-day job?
That was one day. I was only there to decommission a piece of equipment. Some old computers were there which needed turning off, but they didn't know where they were in the building anymore.
So you did find where to turn them off and all that. Were they
Yeah.
basically just plain old PCs, or were they mainframes?
No, yeah, they were servers.
Oh, all right.
As you can see, the whole place it's been abandoned for a long time. It's an old telephone exchange.
I kind of half expected it to be full of cobwebs and stuff like that. But
Well, they're over pressurized so the building is at a higher pressure than the outside. So nothing really ever lives in there because there's nothing there.
Yeah, and also no food or anything.
Yeah, the place had been completely taken apart.
So are you going to return there and turn it into like a fort? Yeah.
No, it's there's loads of these buildings in England. A lot of them are the old American places, the old American bases from the Cold War, and they've just been left. There's loads of old RAF bases around here from the Second World War, and they've just been, all the buildings have been left, and there's one piece of equipment or nothing at all like this. Just rooms, ginormous rooms with nothing in it. These buildings everywhere, and there's, like you see, they put up a fence for no reason.
That is probably to keep the werewolves from getting out.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I thought. It was a bit spooky walking around there because it was just, everything was just humming and buzzing and clanking. That's all you could ever hear was brrr, all these things, got fans going on everything.
Stedo says, I haven't painted in a while. I have to brush up on it. Indeed. It usually gets cold when I paint. I always put on a coat. Wow. Do people think my art is good? I guess so.
That's very good.
Oh, too clever. Oh my gosh. Too clever for your own good, man.
Stato is the master of puns, though. He's very good at puns.
Yeah, indeed. But oh my gosh. Some righteous stuff. Yeah, spread the word. Yan's on the move. We started at what, 164 subs, and we're at 169. So you went up by 5. Crap. Sorry. Went up by 5. So that was pretty impressive. Let's see. Oh, did I hear right? Was there some sort of disaster on your last beer review that might mean the end of the beer reviews?
My co-host spurged out and threw a strop, and so I no longer have a co-host for it.
What?
So yeah, it completely went. I don't know. I think the lockdown and being inside all the time got to him, and he kind of went a bit mental. So
he just up and left, or he just up and left and decided, hey, this isn't for me. I'm gonna go do something else.
Didn't want to. No YouTube, no Twitter, no face. Just gone. Facebook, no. Everything gone.
Oh wow! Off the grid.
Yeah.
Status says, I learned every skill I have from subscribing to Stencil artist Yan.
Exactly. Maybe I should do little art things and tell people, because I did go to quite a good art college. So I'll tell them how to make stuff the old-fashioned way, without a computer. Do everything. This is how you make typeface. Chisel out pieces of wood to make the different type. That's how we learned how to do everything manually. Everything was manual.
That would be really cool for videos. Literally, I mean, I think it would be interesting.
So we didn't even have. We had a photocopier, and that was it. 2 computers and a photocopier. But that was all the technology. Everything else was we had to create ourselves.
Yeah,
Massive materials, but no electronic at all.
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to train the newer generations in the lost arts so they're never forgotten. Why not Yan?
Yeah, it's a very strange thing to have to make. I wouldn't even know how to do half of it. Or how do you think back in the day when they used to make posters? We used to make posters ourselves and hand draw every letter, every box, everything was done by ourselves without even just using a set square for your line. And then nowadays you just go on the computer, type it, line it, print it, done.
Probably just grab a stick from the forest and use it as your ruler, your straight edge.
Because what I really like is photography as well and film. But I like actual 35mm. And I still use my film camera quite a lot.
Photography is fun. Yeah, I like black and white and color.
Yeah. And I'd like to go back to having a dark room and doing it myself.
Dark rooms are fun. I can't stand the smell of the chemicals.
Yeah. It's they do smell. You need to have your own area, really. You can't have it in your house.
Yeah. You need a little studio or something.
Yeah. But loads of water you get through, so much water, because you constantly got to cycle the water through.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was always good fun. But you can pick up all that stuff and enlarger and all of that stuff quite cheap because nobody wants it anymore. But I don't even know if you can buy the chemicals.
I'm not sure either. I'm sure. I suppose they've got to offer them somewhere because there are people still doing old style photography. Zero has a Yan Senpai. You need to make art and insult your audience playfully the whole time. That show you could call Everybody Hates Yan.
There you go.
Welcome, Matanui. Hi. Joe Fraga has only painted once. It was a 3-inch canvas. Tried painting a rainbow and it ended up being a waterfall. Lol. Fun time with the kids.
It's whatever you want it to be. If it's a rainbow, it's a rainbow. Otherwise, it's a waterfall upside down.
Or a waterfall who self-identifies as a rainbow.
Exactly. Or you do it like modern art and you tell people what it is, and then it's up to them if they see it or not. And if they don't see it, you call them a bigot.
Yeah, bigot.
That works.
Absolutely. That's the way to go, actually. That's probably the best way to do it. What's up, Mana? Let me see.
He's tweeted it. Don't know if he sent it to me or thee.
He sent it to me. My first and only painting started out as a rainbow and then ended up being a waterfall. Let me save. Come on. And there, and then boink. Looks like I gotta rename the sucker. Everybody sub to Stencil artist. Yeah. For less than a cup of coffee, you can help make this man's dreams come true by getting him another sub.
Make it a better world.
Yep. I'm just going to share this real quick. The sun became a tree. Excuse me.
Sounds like the beginning of a poem.
Yeah. Froggo is a true poet.
He is, and he doesn't know it.
Yeah. Wait, didn't this thing open? I thought I opened it.
The anticipation of seeing this is killing me.
Yeah, I know. Right? All right, there we go. Now I should be able to share it. Excuse me. Boom. Boom shakalaka.
Oh, wow. That's not bad. For a
This
3-inch canvas, bearing in mind that is about 3 inches.
right.
It's about the same size as a coaster. Drinks coaster.
Yeah, indeed. This is like
That's not bad
Picasso.
at all.
This is Picasso levels.
Yeah. I do like the product placement advertising in the background for Mountain Dew as well. That's hopefully he's getting paid for that.
Yeah.
That's very nice, Froggo, but it's a small canvas to work on.
How do I move? Oh, dang it. There we go. This is a piece of art from our very own Joe Froggo. Just marvel in the brilliance of this piece. Yeah, we could do these art streams where we look at individual pieces of works from CG artists.
Yes.
And just marvel at the pure raw talent. How's it going, my dude?
This makes me wonder what's the other side of the waterfall.
Yes. Is it hope for a new beginning? Is it a river that becomes a lake?
Yeah.
Is there some good fishing up ahead?
Joe does like fishing.
Yeah.
So maybe you're on the right track.
Is the infamous beer stream still up? That's a good question.
No.
What?
Because that never actually became he crashed out before we actually did that one. If you notice, I was meant to do one and I never did it, and that was because of that.
Oh, okay.
So there wasn't a storming out on video. There is the one where Charlie's London got so drunk she fell over and couldn't get back up again.
Well, she could be your new co-host.
Yes.
And then the beer reviews will live on. Are you still subscribed to that beer subscription service?
Yes. I'm waiting for the next one to come through, and I'm thinking whether or not to continue doing that. They were meant to be sandwiched in before RTF on Fridays. So they were a bit earlier than for most people. They would start at 8 o'clock for us, which is 3 EST, I think. 3 EST, yeah. So they were earlier. So they may make a return, because there does seem to be a small but passionate following for them.
Mm-hmm.
And incidentally, I had Mersey Beers, which is another YouTube beer channel, reach out to me the other day saying when I was going to do one of these, which is weird because that was only the about 3 days ago.
Is that right? Oh my god!
Yeah. So
what a trip!
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting, actually. Aria says, if I could sub twice, I would. Well,
Oh, thank you.
if you create another account, maybe.
Yeah. Use your alts.
Mhm.
Use somebody else's alt.
Yeah. Create some sock puppet accounts, you know.
Yeah.
Not a bad waterfall, though.
It's not.
Yeah, Joe's an artiste. Should do a non-artist art contest stream sometime.
Oh.
There, that'd be interesting. The best beer stream was still the one with the transatlantic chitter chatter crossover.
Was that me and you, Stato? Was that the one you came on, Stato? Because I don't remember Optimus being on one.
I'm sure you could get some guests to hang out. Yeah.
We could do a non-artist art contest. I could use a lot of flowery language that I learned at art college.
There you go. That sounds like a plan.
Mm.
All right. Oh, Coming Mark's back. On that note, we should close things up. We should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie busted in and then watched herself yell at you. Hilarious. I've got to find that stream. Good job, Fraga. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. This has been fun. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. And you gained 5 more subs today.
Thank you very much, WyzGyz. Thank you very much to chat, and thank you for everybody who subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much.
You have got the floor. Would you share with the world how you can be found on social media?
I can be found on all the social medias, Stencil Artist Yan, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and that's all of them, I believe. Minds as well. If anybody's on Minds, I'm over there. If somebody subscribes to me, I always subscribe back, unless it's YouTube, and I don't know if people have got YouTube channels or not. So if you do have one, send me something on Twitter and I'll follow you back. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
What number did we end on?
169.
Oh, yeah. We ended up on 169.
Which is amazing.
It is. WyzGyz doing God's work. Do a found poem, Ian.
I've not been writing down. No, you know, on the Carry On Streaming show, I write down things out the chat and what people say to make the found poem of the stream. But I've not done one for this. But
is that the formal name of that type of poem? A found poem?
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's whatever you find along the way, you add it all in together, and it makes kind of like a historic part of what's been happening before.
Gotcha. Kind of like
you can't change any parts around. You can only put in what you think works well as it happens.
Well, if you come up with one after the fact, be sure and share it with everyone.
I will do. I will do.
Make it up. Do a found poem, Ian. Make it up.
Make a poem. I have a think. Right. We're getting ready to go shopping. So food shopping. So it's been lovely. Thank you very much, WyzGyz.
Oh, my pleasure. It's been a blast.
Thank you. Are you hanging on or are you going?
Oh, I'm going. I have to be at work at 2, which is 28 minutes from now.
Okay.
So I shall catch you all later. You can find me at the usual spots. I'm always streaming. And thank you all for joining. Thanks to everyone in chat for joining us. You guys freaking rock. Thanks for all your support. Thanks to everyone who watches this on replay. And thanks to our very, 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 hope you all have a great day. Thanks to our very, very, very special guests. Stencil artist. Yeah. Stencil
Oh.
artist. Yeah. Closing it on out. Take it easy, y'all. Bye. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.